even touched on the Crystarium yet, and from the title alone, you know this is gonna be some old bullshit. Once again, this game somehow finds a way to break what I didn't even know could be broken. Why is it that Final Fantasy has to keep making the process of leveling up such a fucking roadblock? Nobody liked the sphere grid. Nobody liked the license board. And I still can't believe how many hours magic junctioning added to Final Fantasy VIII. Do you remember how excited you used to be to level up your character? It's one of the main things you look forward to in every RPG, from MMOs to tabletop Dungeons & Dragons. It's the best! All through the game, you're looking at the bottom of the screen, or looking at your character sheet, watching that experience total get higher and higher, and just waiting for it to pass the next threshold. And when you get that level, it's so much fun. You got so many choices. You know, what spell do I want from this huge list? What skill do I want to be faster or stronger? What special perks? Well, here comes the Crystarium to suck all that out of it. It's so tedious. There's no substance here. I'm not even kidding when I say leveling up is just holding down a button and watching a screensaver for a while. That's it. The idea is you've got a bunch of jobs your characters can advance in, so you spend points to level up in each job and get new powers. You spend points to go from crystal to crystal, and each one you light up either gives you a skill or increases your stats. It's standard stuff. But almost immediately you hit this wall. After maybe a half hour of gameplay, you'll go to level up, and wait, I've already maxed out my job? I just got it! Yeah, you'll just be playing normally, and without even really trying, you've maxed out the job you wanted to focus on. In fact, you'll quickly max out all of your jobs, all 3 of them, without even doing anything special. When I first played it, I was really confused. I thought I'd done something wrong. But then you beat the next boss, and oh, now it tells you the Crystarium's expanded. Now the next level of each job's available. Are you fucking kidding me? The game artificially limits your skill progression. You can only advance in your jobs after you've beaten a mini-boss. Until then, you're just sitting on 3 maxed out skill trees waiting for the game to arbitrarily decide when it'll let you spend experience points. What kind of sense does that make? This is so transparent and phony, it's unbelievable. The whole concept of the Crystarium, the theme, the imagery, is that your character's powers are expanding over time, like Crystal. They're growing organically and getting bigger. Oh, wait, stop. No more growing. You gotta level something else up or the next boss will be way too easy. If we wanted you to think for yourself, we wouldn't have put you in this hallway with exactly the number of monsters we had planned out. There aren't any choices here! When I first started playing the game, I thought I'd have to strategically plan out what roles each character would have to specialize in order to create a balanced party, right? But no! You'll max out every single role each character has every time before every single boss. Well then why in the fuck did this game even bother showing me the Crystarium in the first place if it's all gonna get filled in anyway? It's busy work. No, you know what? It's not busy work, because there's no work involved. It's holding down a fucking button. But about 20 hours in, things change. You reach Grand Pulse, and the Crystarium opens up so every role is available to everybody. And I have to go on a brief tangent here. This is what I kept hearing when I was playing this game. Oh, about 20 hours in, when you reach Grand Pulse, the game gets good. 20 hours in? Fuck you! Why in the fuck can't the game be good right now? Anyway, Grand Pulse, the Crystarium opens up, and everyone can take every job. But why would I bother taking the other jobs? Why would I dump a shitload of points to make Vanille some kind of half-ass commando when I've already got 3 commandos who are maxed out? You're obviously just gonna keep leveling the same 3 jobs she's doing already. There's no reason not to. I don't even understand what I'm getting most of the time. Okay, so Hope just gained points in strength? Whoop-de shit. The kid's a mage. He's always gonna be a mage. In fact, I don't think any of his primary roles ever involve any kind of physical combat ever again, so who gives a fuck about Hope getting extra strength? And I have to take it anyways, it's not like I can go around. Just look at this, it all looks so complex, right? All these lines and shiny things, but you're not making any decisions here. You're not choosing one skill instead of the other, or choosing between stat bonuses. It looks like you are, but you're just going from point to point, you're on autopilot. Again, there are branches here and there, but they lead to only 1, maybe 2 crystals that you're gonna get anyway. Each point has one way in and one way out. It's a line that's been bent into a spiral to make it look more complicated. Wait, you know what it is? It's a hallway! It is! It's a fucking hallway! Even when you're leveling up, you're in some kind of metaphysical goddamn hallway. It's pretty, sure, but I don't even need to look at the screen to do this. It's like doing a connect the dots puzzle. No, it's like watching someone do connect the dots. And the dots don't even form a picture of anything. They're just drawing a weird, fucked up line. This is all the entertainment value trying to navigate one of those DVDs with 20-second long menu transitions. It's just leveling up, you know? This all used to be so simple and painless. Back in the day, it was so easy you barely noticed it happen. You fight a monster, you gain a level, and it automatically tells you what got better.
What's a paladin?
I'm not entirely sure.
Later Final Fantasy games had great job systems with tons of strategy. I get that they're trying to do something impressive and new. I mean, I can appreciate that. I'm usually the one screaming for change and innovation. But there's a difference between innovation and putting bacon in a milkshake. And then gift wrapping the milkshake. At the end of the whole process, you don't even feel like you've accomplished anything. Maybe you've gained some new skills or magic spells, but so what? You don't get to play with them. Everything's so chaotic on the screen and the spells are being thrown so quickly, there's not a real visual difference between them. There's no satisfying new impact when they hit. It's just a slightly bigger fireball that you're not really looking at anyway. And you're not even the one playing with it. The game just uses it on its own when it's appropriate. Okay, so that's the Crystarium. Wait. Hang on, I'm confused. What was I just talking about? I've been talking about the Crystarium this whole time and... What the fuck is a Crystarium? Seriously, I want to know. What is this? What the fuck am I looking at? I don't know what a Crystarium is. Is it a real, tangible thing in the game world? Or is it some kind of abstract concept? Where is the Crystarium? Is it in outer space? Are the characters in the game world aware the Crystarium exists and it somehow relates to their powers? I mean, obviously they must know they're getting stronger, but how do they know it's the Crystarium doing it? Are they the ones determining what roles they're getting stronger in and when? How would they know how to do that? Do the characters know when their Crystarium is maxed? And how do they know when it's not maxed anymore? The only good thing I can say about the Crystarium in Final Fantasy XIII is it's not the worst leveling system I've ever seen in my life. The worst would be the Crystarium in Final Fantasy XIII too, because somehow, impossibly, they managed to fuck it up even more. I mean, what in God's name is wrong with you people? I swear I'm gonna find the jizz whistlers who made these fucking games. I'm gonna leave you in the mountains with your asses sewn shut until diarrhea leaks out your fucking eye sockets. Fuck you, Square Enix. Fuck you!
Looks like somebody's got a temper.
You may be wondering why I don't have a problem with Lightning's Gunblade when I spent so long bitching about Squalls. It's fairly obvious, isn't it? It transforms between a rifle and a sword. It serves practical functions, and it's one of the only things that matches the high-tech feel of the game world. And then there's this. Sazh's pistols turn into a shotgun? What? Where the hell did this come from? How does the ammo... How do the guns fit... Ah! I won't lie, I kinda want them. Oh wait, my bad. Snow and Hope did get hurt from their fall off the building. Well, kind of. I guess it makes sense. This fall was way worse than getting ejected from a crashing airplane. My question is, why is Hope the one who's hurt worse even though Snow shielded him from the fall? Oh, sorry, now Hope's fine and Snow's in the bed with cracked ribs. Who's hurt here? I can't keep up. Whatever, so they've all managed to meet up at Hope's dad's house, where the cops find them instantly. Shit! How is this possible? We covered our tracks so well!
I am a Pulse Lassie! I'm here to kill you all!
Coming here was a bad idea.
Doy, you guys aren't very good at this whole fugitive thing, are you? I don't think the police should be able to find your secret hideout by Googling your fucking name! But letting that one go, I think all they really had to do was follow the bloody trail of dozens of murdered cops. Speaking of, have you noticed that neither one of the kids is even slightly disturbed by the fact that they violently murdered dozens of other human beings? Can you imagine being 13 years old and then one day having to burn cops alive the same day your mother fell to her grisly death? You would not be okay! You'd be lucky if you were able to sleep ever again. Jesus Christ! These kids have gone from junior high to battle royal without batting an eye.
Why don't you let me take point?
Now you're learning.
Can you imagine it? The rampant violence.
Anyway, a fucking jetpack ninja strike team attacks, which is a lot more practical than just using your helicopters and bombing the everlasting fuck out of the house from orbit. No, I'm sure the jetpack ninjas can pull this off. The other guys with jetpacks have been dynamite so far. Why do you guys keep engaging these assholes in hand-to-hand combat? You're getting butt-fucked on national TV, guys. You don't have to be a tactical genius to figure this out. They're barricaded in a house, so drop bombs on the house and keep dropping bombs until the crater's so deep you can see hell.
Don't shoot! I'll show you what all the sea looks like!
Really?
Surprised? Expected some kind of monster?
Do you really think these soldiers will be in the mood to negotiate when there's about 100 more orphan children in the world today because of this guy? They've literally watched Snow beat about 100 of their friends to death with his bare fucking hands.
We want to protect this place just as much as you! I'm here to kill you all!
He's on our side? I don't see what he's lying. What if he's telling us it's a trick?
I can't believe this guy. I don't even know who's dumber, Snow or the cops. Okay, yes, I do. It's Snow.
You must be Snow Villiers. Yag Roche, Psychom Division.
Yeah, that's a real name. Ah, you fool! Who did that? Reynolds? God damn it, Reynolds! Into the house! You throw like a girl! Anyway, it's Fang again. She's got her own airship and some rogue group of Psychom officers working for her or with her. I don't know why. I wasn't paying attention at this point. I'm guessing they don't even really bother explaining it, or if they do, it's bullshit and doesn't make sense. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Dodge is crazy about chocobos.
Meanwhile, Sazh and Vanilla... Oh, fuck it. Oh! Yay! 13 vials of strange fluid. Well, let's just take that with us, shall we? Because we've been needing that. Strange fluid. Yeah, I got some strange fluid I'd like to dump on this game. What in the fuck is that supposed to be? Is it Dalid jelly? Seriously, this gives you a pile of unidentifiable slop. And anyway, let's go kill something. Oh, no, back up here. Maybe I don't want to carry around every lump of slime and banana peel filled with hobo cum I find in a trash can. You ever think of that? I mean, who the hell dumps bottles of unknown slop into floating robospheres and just leaves them out in the open like this? Am I supposed to drink it like a magic potion? What the fuck is this? Hey, you guys, look! A puddle of murky ooze! Well, let's just scoop up some of that shit. I hear hooker puke is selling for big-time gil right now.
When somebody blows their nose and you want to keep it?
A tear of frustration. Okay, what the fuck is that and how do I carry that around? Turns out all this is for weapon upgrades, and I defy you to make sense of this madness. All this random slop and shiny junk you collect as treasure and from monster drops is actually used to upgrade your weapons and equipment. So you go in there and you see all this stuff, right? Well, the junk turns into XPs, and you spend the XPs to level up weapons, and the weapons get better. It sounds simple enough, right? You poor bastards. Okay, first thing. I can't even begin to explain how many experience points you're getting out of this stuff. The amount of XPs is different for every single item, but it's like the item's XP value changes every time you look at them. Actually, I think they are. It's so confusing. I think the XP values are determined differently for each weapon, like I have to maintain a spreadsheet or something to keep it all straight. But wait, it gets worse. Every time you trade in items, you get experience point multipliers that affect the XP values of all the items you trade in after that. And the multiplier changes every time the weapon levels up. Sometimes the multiplier even goes down, and it has something to do with what specific items you use to level up and what level the item's at. And again, not only is the XP value different, the multiplier is different for every single item, and probably how many of that item you used. There's no way to know what's good and what's bad until you've already done it, and by then, you're fucked no matter what. It might even have a random element for all I know. And no, it's not in the instructions, and there's no data log on it. It's like taking a calculus exam you didn't study for. The fuck am I doing? And again, what exactly is happening in the game world when we do this? Like when Lightning wants to upgrade her gunblade, she puts it on a table and what? How do you apply murky ooze to a gunblade and make it better?
Clearly you don't understand the concept of science, Spoonie! That's why I'm here to teach you about weapon upgrading. I've taken your gunblade and I'm going to upgrade it for you and the audience live right here. I've got this wonderful collection of various unidentifiable slimes and crap and oozes that I've collected over many years of mad science, and I'm going to apply them to this gunblade right now. Let's see here. Yes, we've got this sumo gooch oil that I have here. Yes, you see this? And I'm just going to apply it to the gunblade like so. Yes. Now we have this gooch oil on the gunblade, and it's already starting to take shape. It's already sharper, you see? And now we're going to take this little vial of cock butter, and we're going to apply it to the chamber here. There's all this cock butter on here, which lubricates the shaft, as it were, and makes the feeding mechanism much more smoother and cocky. Now, what we have here is we also have these filth-infested collection of pubes gathered from the sheets of a $10 an hour Las Vegas motel that I stayed at a month ago. It's the only thing that comes out of Vegas, if you follow me, other than crabs. Oh, there they are, by the way. And so we're going to use these pubes here, and we're going to just rub them into the sword. It really helps the cock butter soak in. So I'm just going to take the pubes here, just smear them on. Yes. Oh dear, this is already a +3 gunblade. Do you see the improvements here? Do you see what's going on? It's already much better. And now, yeah, ooh, I don't know what this is. And we also have this. I think I got this from the bottom of a urinal from Yankee Stadium. I'll just throw that on there. Ooh, oh my. Wait a minute. I've just had some inspiration! Mad science at work, live for you here! If it makes the gunblade better, it might make me better! It might upgrade me! What if I take this strange, weird, slimy ectoplasm and apply it to my body? Yes, oh, yes, I can feel it! It's already making me better! And now we have this moose afterbirth that I found one time, and now we're just going to... Oh, yes! Yes, that's wonderful! Oh, yes! I feel it! It's soaking into my skin! I'm already feeling much better! What else do we have? We have this, we have... I don't even know what the hell this is! Hang on a second. I've just had another inspiration. If it works outside of my body, it must upgrade me inside of my body as well. So, what if I ingested these random collection of unidentifiable slop? Oh yes! It's all... This is a gremlin I picked up off the street! His name is Murray, and we're going to harvest him in the name of science! Here we go! I'm sorry, Murray! I'm feeling indestructible! The upgrading process takes some time to settle in, but I only feel like I can take on the world! And lastly, oh my god, this one's going to be the pièce de résistance! This is some chunky Krakow puke that I just found outside the street right now. For science! Well, I think we can safely say that both I and this gunblade are at the peak efficiency and are completely maxed out in level. So beware, world! Both I and this gunblade are invincible! Back to you! Ow! My spine!
At some point, you'll just be walking around and stumble across a brand new weapon, and this is where I just completely gave up on the whole process. Now I've got several weapons to choose from? Well, which one's better? You'd think the new one is better, right? But it's not. At least it's not now. My starting gunblade is way better because I upgraded the shit out of it. But did I just royally screw myself wasting all those items doing that? Maybe I should have waited because the new weapon's better in the long run because it has a higher potential. Maybe it's better in different ways or different situations. Maybe one costs more to level up or has a different number of levels before it maxes out. And yes, each weapon does max out at different levels, but you can't possibly know how many because, sing it with me folks, it never fucking tells you. I don't think you'd ever know unless you had a strategy guide. You'll end up collecting all these different boomerangs and gunblades and handguns and wondering if you're just doing something wrong. You're thinking, the game is letting me find these things for a reason, right? Why would it give me a new weapon if I wasn't supposed to use it? But you don't want to do that because you've already flushed so many XPs into the previous weapon, you're basically committed to it no matter what. It's not like you're gonna start over. So really, you just gotta pick one and ignore all the others, which makes you wonder why they even bother giving you new weapons later in the game. Like, oh yeah, 3/4 of the way through, I'm really gonna settle on those handguns I got. It's just so stupid to consider a game where you keep getting new weapons and immediately toss them in the trash because what's the point? You've already spent 3 zillion XPs getting the old one to level 35. When you find a new sword, you want to play with it. You want to see what it looks like. You look forward to doing more damage, finding out what cool effects it has, seeing what kind of new ways you can modify it. It makes you look and feel like a badass. You killed a sumbitch and you get a cooler sword for it. It's an accomplishment. But nah, you can just level up your starting sword to max and it works out. It just takes all the joy out of collecting loot, you know? It's counter to every instinct you have as a gamer. It's counter to the way games have been made since the beginning of games. Killing monsters and getting their money in cool loot so you can use it to kill more monsters and get their money in cool loot is like the main reason most people play games to begin with. There's entire games built around this concept. Monster Hunter, Borderlands, Diablo. You wouldn't see Link walk past the Master Sword and think, whatever. Yeah, I already put so many experience points into my uncle's starting sword, there's no point in starting over. I'm not really asking for that much, am I? I just want to open a treasure chest and find a magic sword I can use. I don't want to open up a treasure chest and find a 6-pack of cat piss. When did this be? Doesn't it bother anybody that there's a man running around a children's theme park visibly heavily armed?
Not a lot of security here.
You know what kills me about this level? We're at an amusement park and there's absolutely nothing to do. Like, no minigames or anything, not even combat. Remember the festival in Chrono Trigger? You know, the one with fun things to do fucking everywhere? The one that lets you explore and interact with people and listen to really great catchy music? Now let's look at another example, the Golden Saucer from Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, there was only, 7 things to do there? Including this silly little minigame, I doubt you've heard of it. The Chocobo Races? Yeah, I suppose it was okay. Now let's take a look at Nautilus again, which I remind you, is a theme park where the theme is chocobos. And there's no chocobo races. There's not even a fucking t-shirt stand. There is nothing to do at Disneyland. How do you fuck this up? You put an amusement park level in your game with nothing to do. It's like going to Amsterdam and finding they ran out of hash. Imagine playing Casino Night Zone in Sonic 2, but you don't actually get to jump into the slot machine or play pinball or anything. Oh, you'd see it. It'd be in the background over here and it'll look really fun and you just walk past it and the level ends. Fuck this shit. I will be fair. They do put a casino and chocobo races in 13-2. Guess what? They fucked that up too!
What about you? You got someone special out there?
Special? No.
Really? Now that is kind of sad.
Okay. So we've got a black guy running around an amusement park with guns and hitting on young girls. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Eventually, the Sanctum finds them, of course. You'll notice that's pretty much how you spend 90% of this game. They go someplace, the Sanctum finds them, so they beat up a robot and run away. Then they wonder what their focus is, and then the Sanctum finds them again, and they beat up a robot and run away some more. What I really want to know is who builds attack robots that dance? I guess that's probably why Ed 209 was such a disaster. Now don't get me wrong, if you want a no-frills urban pacification robot, hey, Ed can do that just fine. But if you want a military attack robot that can do an adorable dance, hey, you'd better buy from Apple. Ed 209's really good at the urban pacification part though. Wow! Now that's more like it, another mech with a big dick laser. After beating the robot, Sazh's kid appears.
Daddy, I found you!
And then immediately turns to Crystal. And he does it in a manner entirely inconsistent with the way Sarah turned to Crystal. It turns out the kid was being used by an evil, sexy librarian to find him, because all l'Cie get destructive magic powers, except for this one who becomes Cerebro.
The capture of undesirables. It seems that was your son's focus.
So the kid's focus was to find Sazh, even though Sazh was in the same room as him when he got his focus, meaning his focus was to find Sazh after Sazh became a l'Cie, which is something the other fal'Cie could not have possibly known would happen. Oh my god.
Snake, you've created a time paradox.
Then you fight Sazh's Eidolon, which is a mispronunciation, but after the Eidolon graces him with his presence with a severe beating, turns into a magical dune buggy, which is cool, yes, but not nearly as cool as a motorcycle made of two chicks who scissor while you sit on one and titty fuck her. But instead of using his dune buggy made out of a god to kill his enemies, Sazh just lays down and pretends to be dead, leaving the enemies to encase him in carbonite and also capture Vinny. Oh, come on! A glowing fucking robe! You're telling me the soldiers brought extra glowy robes with them? Kiss my ass! I just want to know why.
Do be careful with those.
Ma'am, should we check for vital signs or anything on the guy who supposedly shot himself in the head, but shows absolutely no outward signs of trauma of any kind whatsoever?
The l'Cie will face official sentencing upon the convoy's arrival in the capital.
Don't you think with them being hunted by literally every single person on Cocoon that they would at least change into different clothes?
They're baiting us, trying to draw us out.
Bait, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Here are your friends. Come and get them.
Well, if they're daring us to mount a rescue, I'll take that action. All in.
Good plan! Let's foil their little trap by walking directly into it! Haha! Actually, I shouldn't complain. This is the first clear goal these guys have had in about 15 hours of gameplay. So fuck, go for it.
Code verified. You're free to dock.
Okay, so if the Sanctum is setting up a trap, wouldn't they actually, set up a trap in the hangar bay and riddle them with bullets the second they open the door? Or just blow them out of the sky without even giving them a chance to use their powers? Or is the trap these three guys on duty here at the only entry point in the entire ship?
Code red, repeat. Code red.
Code red? What the fuck? Who the fuck did that? Was it you? Tell me! Did you order the code red?
You're goddamn right I did!
And here comes the backup they called for. 3 more guys! Oh, whoa, hold up. 3 more guys? Talk about a difficulty spike.
Attention all crew. Code green. Repeat. Code green. Security forces stand by.
Code green is worse than a code red? And you thought the US terror alert scale was confusing.
Code purple. I repeat. Code purple.
Colonel, we've lost the intruders.
That means we're code yellow. No, wait. Code blue?
Sir, are you absolutely sure? It does mean changing the bulb.
Intruders located! They're on the weather deck, starboard side!
Make it rain!
I don't really see how that's gonna help, but okay.
Bring it rain! Woo! Yeah!
$1,000,000! Humans have no business here.
What? Your Eminence!
What? Magic? Monster! People are not yours to use!
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
What can mere men do?
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets!
Without our help, death is all of which you're capable. You saw the fools, a mindless mob drunk on fear of a viewless sea. I am more than that! I am Faust.
My name is Nautilus, voice of the Sanctum, and Lord Sovereign of the Cocoon Fal'Cie.
That's it. No, the game's over. I'm done. The plot has officially collapsed in on itself. There is no point in recapping any more of this story, because the whole thing, all of it, revolves around these godlike beings known as the Fal'Cie, whose thoughts are so advanced and alien and complex that the only part of it that humanity can possibly understand is a hazy, vague mental image.
I am Fal'Cie. My name is Nautilus.
And guess what? The motherfuckers can talk! All they had to do, at any time, from the beginning of their focus, is just come right out and say in plain fucking English, become Ragnarok and destroy Cocoon. That's it! But no, they don't do that. Why? No fucking reason. Because it's literally the only thing that every Fal'Cie that exists wants. It's unbelievable. They're desperate for it, in fact, but not so desperate that they won't just say 5 fucking words, fuck you, Square Enix. It's unbelievable. I don't understand how this piece of shit exists. I really don't. How many levels did this story have to pass through for them to not only make this game, but to build an entire fucking franchise around it? I'm done. It's pointless. I'm screaming at a brick wall at this point. This is the worst fucking story I've ever seen in my life. Fuck it.